Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and NBs, welcome back to the last match of the GSA Super Mario Maker 2 versus Mode League. Once again, last match of the day. We only had 5 this week. Unfortunately, IPK's opponent did drop out, so it's going to play a makeup match next week. So this is going to be the last one of the day between Beuca and Shadow Chimera. Once again, this is going to be a really good matchup. We've got two really great players here. Both S+, I believe both pink S+ players. I'm not 100% sure about that. I know Shadow Chimera is. I know Shadow Chimera has been top 4 in the past. And I know Beuca has done really well for himself. And this one is going to be a good one. And just waiting a little bit for our players to be ready up, and then we will get started with the final match of week 1. Well, I shouldn't say the final match of week 1. Technically, we have one more. The final match of this this particular day. So. And all right, looks like we are ready to get started. Beuca and Shadow Chimera. All right, and it looks like we got some spin. Looks like a challenging spin jump level for our players. And, well, Shadow just bumps Beuca off of the top, and actually now Beuca's in a bad spot. I don't think this is going to be able to make this, so Shadow now out to the lead, although, uh-oh, that's never a good sign. You never want to see the player say, "Oh no, I did not catch what happened on his side of the screen." But it doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Okay, so definitely something happened. Unfortunate, but that's sometimes the kind of level you get in multiplayer versus again. Hopefully, one of our players will be able to complete this one. Again, Beuca getting tossed off the edge, so a little bit unfortunate. Oh, okay. I believe I see what happened. It's supposed to be a shell jump. And Shadow put on the shellmet instead. The good thing is gonna have these unlimited mushrooms, so he's gonna have a lot of tries at this in order to figure it out. I'm not sure how familiar he is. Okay, gets it that time, so that didn't take very long. But now he's gonna have to navigate this section, which looks pretty difficult. Oh boy. And oh, just threads the needle on that one. Oh, that's unfortunate. So it looks like the players are going to have to start over again, unless they choose to give up. And Beuca looks stunned, and I'm not surprised. And it looks like they did agree to give up. So unfortunate. Sometimes you get levels that are, just straight up broken, and sometimes you get ones that are just so hard that they end up broken, and that was one of those instances. So unfortunate start for our players, but hopefully we will be able to get through this one with not too much trouble. All right, well, this one looks certainly more inauspicious to start off with, but you say that, and it is expert. It looks like it's a bit of a riff on 1-1 from SMM2, and Shadow Chimera making it forward. Of course, and getting dumped on by the Goombas. A little surprised that Beuca didn't try to take the pipe there. You know, that's usually the strategy in 1-1 is to take the pipe, but it's just a little bit different, and I can understand the players' little bit of hesitation. Unfortunately, Shadow forced to start over because he was trapped, so he doesn't get to go back to the checkpoint. So now Beuca with a pretty decent lead, although it is a kind of a short level. Oh, and again, dunked on by the Goombas. Oof, that's tough. And it looks like the Goombas are gone now, so like we are gonna head into the next part of the level. And what have we got in store for us here? Okay, it looks like, again, we're riffing a little bit on SMM2. Some slight differences. Another checkpoint for Shadow. So, alright. Gotta be careful managing these swamps. Gets through pretty easily. Nope, and dodges the big one. A little bit of a Kaizo block there, but no problem for Shadow. And gets through to the next section. And he's gonna take this slow, and you know, a smart decision, but oh, and just misses the off-screen thwomp, and that's gonna be game 1 going to Shadow. Well done by Shadow at the end. That's exactly the sort of thing you need sometimes. Just patience is the key. And Shadow making sure not to get screwed at the end by that one. So 1-0 in favor of Shadow. So once again, and this looks like the title screen level, although it's in expert, so you gotta imagine it's at least a little bit different. So far, it looks pretty much the same. But you know, a lot of times in these ones, it's just something at the end that gets you messed up. I've seen a lot of variations on this one where they just put a big boss at the end, and that tends to screw people up. Oh, I see. It's the clear condition. I did not notice that. My mistake. So they are going to have to collect... I'm not sure if it was at least 58 coins or all. Okay, it was all, so they're going to have to manage these coins. And Shadow just deciding, you know what, I'm just going to wait. You know, no need for me to risk my life and go back. Just going to wait for Beuca to collect these coins. And fortunately, Beuca... maybe not realizing that he needs them. Or maybe deciding, hey, I'm not going to play your game, Shadow. I know what you're doing, and I'm not going to let you win that way. So if you want those coins, if you want the win, you're going to have to go get those coins yourself. And now Shadow gives up, and I'm not sure if players agree to that. Beuca down to 4 lives now because of Shadow giving up, but I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure why he gave up. Maybe a miscommunication. Oh, and the timer's out. I did not notice the timer. All right, so that one is going to be another timeout. Unfortunate. Yep. Yeah. It is hard to notice the timer sometimes. I lose track of it all the time. Especially when I'm trying to keep track of the clear condition. Alright, so it looks like this okay. Okay, so this is we saw one of these last game. Another 1 pixel jump. Ooh, and the skull. Oh, and another timeout. Thankfully, that one was a bit shorter, so we weren't wasting too much time on that. But yeah, the skull platform momentum just screwing over the player just enough. So Oh, oh boy. Looks like we're in for another one, people. Strap in. We could be here until midnight. So. Toadette goes home for Christmas. Well, Toadette has already gone home, I'm afraid. No Toadette in this one. Right, one of you has got to go back so you can spawn the snowball. Unfortunately, snowballs don't work like shells. They're not gonna damage other players. So you can hold on to that and try and throw them at your opponent, but it's not gonna do much. Unfortunately, Beuca taking a death right there, jumping right into that spike. And now Shadow just rolling the snowball forward, just taking care of those enemies with ease. Oh. And now gets stopped by the Pokey. And Beuca realizes it, and so they gotta Shadow going back and getting the spring. And doesn't wanna Oh no, both players. Oh, they both tried to mess with each other, and it worked out for neither of them, so now Beuca out into the lead just a bit. So gets the spring. Looks like maybe trying to get onto. Yeah, it looks like maybe trying to get onto that Lakitu. Interesting play, but oh, unfortunately, just mistimes the jump and right into the Lakitu. And Shadow with the shell able to kill it, and now Shadow with the big advantage. Beuca steaming, and understandably. All right, so now Shadow getting into the sub area. No, I didn't see if they got the checkpoint yet. Okay. Oh boy, this is... Oh, interesting setup. Oh, you gotta be careful there. Okay, there's one key. Hopefully he doesn't need... Oh, it does need two, and that might be trouble. That might be... I don't know if he's gonna be able to get that. I don't know that he can get up there, actually. That's gonna be trouble. Beuca realizing what's going on. Of course, now they have the opportunity to jump off the other player's head. If Beuca goes back in the door, which he isn't. So, okay, finally goes back in, and now they're gonna try and get something going. Beuca manages to get the key, gets in the door. And there's another one. Okay. See what else this level has in store for us. Another key. And Beuca just being like, I'll wait. You know, I got all day. So. Absolutely exhilarating content.
Run for it.
I know we love to see it. And goes in the door, immediately gets the key stolen from him. So, you made a mistake, Beuca. Should have just stayed there. And that's gonna give Shadow the win. Yeah. We've all been there. We've all done that. We've all made that mistake before. So, unfortunate, chat, but does allow Shadow to take a 2-0 lead in the series, but a lot of games left to play, so anything can happen. This level looks suspiciously peaceful. Yep, and there's the Kaiser blocks. So Shadow opting not to go for the door. And oh, Beuca has this if you can make it. Beuca gets a win. Beuca taking one back, cutting the lead in half. Well played. That was a nice quick one. Quick win for Beuca. Hopefully he can get some momentum off of that. Suspicious looking warp block at the start. Let's see what this brings. Okay, it's just a warp block into a pipe. And it looks like maybe, okay, we got a key there. So some sort of a boss arena. Something like that. Well, okay. Fireballs into the clear pipes. Okay, so it looks like it's pink coin collecting. Fortunately, Shadow just slipping right off that conveyor belt into the lava. Beuca thinks that fireballs have something to do with it, but they don't. It's just straight up pink coin collecting. There's one. And it looks like maybe Shadow just content to wait it out. And, you know, that's honestly, you know, it's a good strategy if you know how to make it work for you. So no reason to risk your life trying to get these pink coins. That's two. So 2 left. And Beuca takes a death there. He's gonna get the fire flowers back as long as Shadow tried to get it but wasn't able to get it that time. Oh, what was that hitbox? That was an interesting one. Okay, there's the third one. Just one left, and Shadow trying to steal those fire flowers, but not working out that time. And now Beuca gets a chance on the conveyors. Okay, managed to survive just barely. Well-timed spin jump. And looks like Beuca is gonna get that loot. Oh no! Just slipped off the conveyor again. So almost had that last pink coin, but not able to make it. And now Beuca just like, nah. Can you move? I don't want to do all the work, says Beuca. He's gonna go back and try again. Alright, there's the last pink coin, so that's the key for Beuca. Oh, but Shadow manages to steal it somehow! Doesn't matter, it's right into a boss fight, so all of that nonsense was for nothing. Now it's just a matter of we can get this boom boom and get into the warp block. They both go in at about the same time. And let's see. Looks like Beuca in the lead. And Beuca's gonna take it. Ties up the series. Well done by Beuca. Really well played there. Could have very easily gotten tilted with what was going on with those keys, but manages to persevere and get through, tie up the series. All right, so close one so far. Oh boy, okay. Stuck in the boomerang. Don't get stuck in, yeah, don't get stuck in there. Beuca, well-timed jumps there. Ooh, that mushroom is tempting. Oh boy. And it looks like, so I'm guessing that's what the arrows were indicating is the hidden blocks there, but both players opting to just skip most of them. And Beuca makes it to the checkpoint first. Very slim lead though. Shadow right behind. Now we got a bit of a maze, so this could be tricky. I'm sorry, Beuca looks like still in the lead here, but Shadow not too far behind. That's gonna be the end. Beuca taking the lead after going down 2-0. Beuca comes back and takes the lead, 3-2 over Shadow Chimera. Really impressive by Beuca not letting those early losses get to him. You know, a lot of players, you know, in that situation are so easily fall prey to tilt. But Beuca, you know, just calm, cool, collected, and just playing it really well. So really been a good match so far, and I'm really looking forward to the rest of it. Looks like we've got some icicle action going on here. Oh, that's always fun, especially in versus. You don't want to end up missing out on those icicles. Unfortunately, Beuca gets dunked on, and Shadow gets dunked on right after. So, icicle to the face. Not pleasant. Oh, Beuca just a little gets screwed by that seesaw, but Shadow right into the icicle. Just bad timing on these jumps. Oh, wow. Both of our players just taking a little bit too fast, maybe. Okay, Beuca gets a power-up, so gonna have at least one hit to get through this next part. But, yeah, and loses it right there. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Deft maneuvering by Beuca, really impressive. Is that gonna be the end? That is the end! Beuca! 4 straight for Beuca. Managing to extend the lead to 2 games. So... And now you gotta wonder if it's Shadow who's in danger of being tilted. Maybe taking that level a bit too fast, not careful enough around those icicles. Again, I've said it so many times, but patience is so key in this type of situation. So both our players pretty much neck and neck. Beuca opting to go back and get that POW, thinking maybe it's going to be useful in the future. Oh no! Oh wow, that was just bad. That was just bad timing. Beuca couldn't really do anything about that. Once he jumped, it was pretty much over. So this time, able to avoid the trap Shadow. Oh wow, Beuca just managing to essentially dodge that with the shell. Just avoiding death there. Oh, but doesn't get it that time. Thought he could get under the thwomp, but just not enough time. Just barely not enough. Oh, Shadow. Well played right there to get back there. And, alright, what do we got here? Oop, careful around those chomps. Okay, so Shadow now with a pretty substantial lead, but looks like there's still a lot of level to go. And, of course, it's a boss fight. Although Shadow's seemingly having no problem with this so far. Yeah, gets the key pretty quickly. And Beuca just behind him, though. Oh, but Shadow is gonna make it to the end. Almost looked like he was gonna... Almost looked like he might have slipped out into that gap, but does manage to make it to the end. So, Shadow getting one back, and bringing it back to within 1 game. Really intense set so far. No player taking a decisive advantage yet. It's just been really, I mean, we had Shadow with the first 2, Beuca with the next 4. Shadow finally gets one back. So, it's been a little back and forth. You know, we've had some lead changes. So, interesting to see where this one goes from here. It is going to be, they're going to be playing 13 levels total, so whoever gets 7 will win the series, but there's going to be 13 wins total no matter what between the players. Essentially 13 games, but stalemates don't count. And not exactly... Okay, so it looks like interesting use of the auto-scroller. Looks like there's just enough room for them not to die under there. Although... That... Interesting setup. I wonder... I didn't see, was there something they needed to bring? Beuca gets thrown into the Piranha Plant, but Shadow's not going to be able to make it under there. I don't... Yeah, unless the, Uh-oh, and now he's out of time. I'm not sure what was supposed to happen there. Not sure if there was a hidden star or something, or... You know, maybe... If the shoe was supposed to come over there. Now Beuca's gonna realize that he's not gonna have any time to figure it out, so he's gonna get essentially just crushed by those piranhas. And still, like, no one figuring out what the level's about. Oh, okay, so it looks like... Oh, it looks like Shadow's trying to move the piranhas to the side with that P-switch. Not able to get it in time, though. So now, now Beuca got a fire flower, so was able to clear out those piranhas pretty easily. And with a pretty decent lead over Shadow at this point. Although, in this kind of a level, I feel like anything can happen, you know? You know, waiting for an on-off switch or something? Oh boy. Well, well, not that time. That's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, I feel you, Beuca. I don't see what's going on there either. Okay, it looks like Shadow just gave up, knowing that he was gonna die. Just, giving up on that one. And... I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not exactly sure what's happening. They're dying to something off-screen. Dying to something off-screen, but I'm not sure what. Are they getting squished? Are they... Boy, this is weird. Okay, Shadow survives that time. What's up with the fire flower? Beuca just deciding to go without. Really quite an interesting level. I really haven't seen anything like this before. Oh, and unfortunately, okay. Oh, he's got enough time. Not enough time to make it there with the shoe. But still looking for that on-off switch, and Beuca just saying, I don't understand. Where's the on-off switch? And I gotta say, I'm right there with him. I guess Shadow, yeah, maybe Shadow thinking that exact thing. Maybe they do need the fire flower. Get through. No, Beuca unfortunately just missing that jump. I mean, it's certainly a very unique level. It doesn't seem to be well suited for versus, but at least I have to say it's at least creative, you know. Again, I've never quite seen anything like this. I've seen some scrolling tricks, but I thought most of those were fixed in a recent update. So. Alright, so it looks like... Okay, there's the on-off switch. It was underneath, so... Did in fact need the Fire Flower. Shadow realizing that. Of course, now the way is cleared for Beuca. It doesn't have to wait on that, so... Okay, now what? Oh, okay. Okay, so it looks like Shadow's pretty much got the gist of this level. You gotta go down and then back up. You gotta follow the arrows. Although it's not... It's definitely a little bit scary. This time deciding maybe it doesn't need him, and in fact it doesn't. So Shadow taking the win there, tying up the series. Once again, what a set so far between these two. 4-4. This is, I believe, the closest set we've had so far today. And had some interesting levels. That was certainly the most interesting level today, I think. Or at least the most unique. Again, not sure if it was a good versus level, but I think Shadow doesn't care. Shadow gets the win, so. Sorry about that. Alright, so, okay, so Shadow opting to go up top, but there's nothing up there, so you're gonna have to wait out these amp troopers, looks like. Oh, and trying to throw each other into them, but not working out that time, so... It's like, Shadow... Okay, now there's gonna be the battle on top of the, Oh, looks like Beuca tried to go in. He's just gonna have enough time to get back in. Oh, and now what do we got? Oh, is this pick a pipe? You gotta hope it's not. Oh, it is. Oh, it is. Oh, Beuca. Oh, Beuca. Unfortunate. And now it looks like it's just find the hidden key block. It's not in any of those, so... I gotta wonder if the arrows are trolling, or if, Oh, let's see. It looks like there's one left, right in the middle there. And there it is! It was the last one. Of course it was the last one. Shadow gonna move on, although Beuca right behind. Oh, and that's gonna be death door. So both players gonna get sent back to the start. Nope. I think Shadow was trying to get through there with the iframes, but just didn't have enough. So of course now Beuca and Shadow pretty much tied up. Exactly. And Beuca with the play. Oh, Shadow lives! Shadow lives! What a play! What a play! Oh, Beuca thought he had him. Beuca thought he had him. Oh, that time he did. Able to get through there, but I'm not sure if this is even the right way to go. Really unclear if this is the way to go, because that door is death. And there doesn't... Okay, there we go. Classic Mario Maker, hidden blocks. Yeah, there we go. Oh. You know, it wouldn't really be a Mario Maker competition without some hidden blocks in there. So. Oh, and here we go again. Beuca opting for the top path this time. And that is not it. Okay. The good thing for Beuca is he has the lore. Shadow does not have the lore. So if Shadow goes in that pipe, the same pipe, then he's gonna find the same result. So, and he didn't. So, see you, Shadow. Got some bad news for you. Now Beuca with a pretty okay lead in this part, but he still has 2 pipes to pick from in that section. Oh, wow! Nice, well-timed crouch there by Beuca just to avoid that Bronze Reaper. I did not think he was going to make that. Both our players have been playing really impressively today. Not a whole lot of mistakes by either one so far. So now Beuca just gotta pray that he finds the right pipe this time. It's not the top one. And it's not the right one either. Oh boy. Shadow picks right. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. If that's close to the end, then that is unfortunate for Beuca. It looks like that it is. Shadow just gotta get in this one tile gap, and that's it. Oh, unfortunate for Beuca, but you know, again, that's just the way versus goes sometimes. You gotta play the cards you're dealt. So Shadow taking the lead once again. Back and forth is this set. What an amazing set this has been. Shadow once again with a 1-game lead over Beuca. Alright, so... And... yeah, it is gonna be a link level, in fact. Probably gonna need that sword. Beuca gets it, and Shadow is getting shut out. And Beuca opting to just try and stop, keep Shadow from getting that sword, but it ain't gonna work this time, so... Alright, and trying to hit that on-off switch with arrow. Lost the link power, but immediately gets it back. Okay, and now, oh boy. Interesting setup, I have to say. Oh, Beuca loses the power-up, and that's not gonna be it. Gets it back, though, pretty quickly. Shadow being a little bit hesitant. Being a little bit too hesitant. That's gonna allow Beuca to get the lead back. And both players, at this point, extremely experienced with the link power-up. I imagine, you know, I can't know for sure, but I imagine both of these players having a decent amount of experience with the Ninja Speedrun link level, where to get the good time, you had to have a lot of the good tech. You had to know the tech inside and out. So both of these players are probably really experienced, and that is going to be Beuca taking the win, tying it up again. What a set! Tie it up at 5-5. Wow. Unbelievable. You know, this is definitely well, so far it's the closest one we've had yet. It could still end with one player getting a sweep, but yeah, wow, what a set. It is going to be 13 games total, so whoever gets to 7 will win. But we are going to play 13 no matter what, so... Alright, so this feels like it's gonna come down to the wire. It's just an amazing set. So I keep saying it, but it really bears repeating. It's really great to have a good set on the first week. So unfortunately, it's gonna be really tough for the loser, who has to go away with the set loss. But they are at least gonna have the consolation of having a few games for that tiebreaker. Alright, so Shadow off to the early lead in this level. Beuca not too far behind. Shadow taking damage off that pokey. Gets the checkpoint, though. Oh boy, and now Beuca, okay, smartly using the shell to take out that pokey. And gets to the checkpoint as well. Oh boy. No, that looked precarious. I feel like I would have died in that situation. I would have just completely messed up my momentum. But Shadow playing it expertly. There's a reason these players are S+. And, oh, okay. Now we're tied up. Looks like we got a bit of a puzzle, so I'm guessing they have to get that snowball. Oh! That is unfortunate. Beuca getting bumped into the spikes. Now, And now it's a battle between Shadow and those spikes. Oh, and you have to get that. Oh wow, that is ridiculously precise. You gotta be really good on that throw. Yeah, it's just bouncing all over the place. Oh, and Shadow gets bumped. So Beuca now in the lead. It's back to that section. Oh, loses the power up, but alright, can Beuca get the strike? Not that time. I think they have to be farther back. Oh, and unfortunately Beuca bumped back into the spikes, so both of our players having a little bit of trouble with this part, and understandably, it looks to be an extremely tight throw. So this could be anyone's game, honestly. Oh, Shadow with the smart play opting to take the shell in, gonna make it 10 times easier. Yeah, and that's gonna be that, and that's gonna be the end of the level. Great play by Shadow to get that shell, smartly realizing that that was gonna make it free. So Shadow once again in the lead. Just one game though. One game. Shadow, of course, is one game away from taking the series. But you know, given what we've seen so far, I think this is still anyone's game, without a doubt. Beuca gonna have to win 2 straight in order to win the set, but he's done it before. He did win 4 games in a row after going down 2-0. So it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out. Got a little bit of a low grab level. Those are always interesting. Think about low grab as, in order to go fast, you want to be on the ground as much as possible. You do not want to be in the air. Beuca opting to skip that power-up because he's lead. Oh, but unfortunately, wall jumps off the block. How unfortunate. So that's going to be the lead for Shadow. He can get in that pipe. Vertical pipes are, of course, the final boss. Alright, now we've got a bit of a vertical descent section, it looks like. Some on-off blocks. Maybe... okay, so yeah. You could get into the section... Shadow having a little bit of trouble with these bumpers. I know bumpers, and that's going to allow Beuca to catch up. So now the player is basically tied. Trying to hang on to these power-ups. Gets a checkpoint. Oh, Beuca goes to skip the checkpoint. We will see if that ends up paying off, but risky play. Not opting to get the pink coins, hoping that they aren't needed. There's the key door. Gotta see if there's anything else to this level, though. Well, it looks like those pink coins might be important. Yeah, looks like that's gonna be the story. It looks like again, Shadow Chimera just content to say, "I'll let you do the work." Actually, I'm not sure how many pink coins have already been collected. I think maybe one or two. So, not sure how many are left. At least one is left, I know that much. Obviously, since they don't have a key. Now Shadow moving a little bit. Alright, well, okay, that was the third one, so there's still one more waiting out there. Oh, and there's the last one. Shadow on track to get it. If you can maneuver through this spring. Oh, and Beuca took a death, and he didn't get the checkpoint. Oh no, that's awful. Didn't get the checkpoint. He goes all the way back to the start. Now all Shadow has to do is get the last pink coin. I thought that was the last one, but I must have miscounted. So if Shadow can't figure this out, then that's going to allow Beuca the chance to catch up. Don't see it quite yet. Oh, there it is, there it is. Okay, that is the last one. So Shadow gets the key. Beuca's still a ways behind. Still not caught up to the checkpoint, I don't believe. Without a power-up, he's going to have a much more difficult time. That is going to be it, though. Shadow's going to take the series with his 7th win. Well played by Shadow. Beuca, unfortunately, I'm not sure if he realized he didn't get the checkpoint, or if he decided to take a risk and skip it, but unfortunately, either way, it ended up hurting him in the end, so Shadow takes the series. Still 1 game left to play. Yeah, okay, so we are going to go on to the last game in the set. Beuca can at least still salvage one, keep things from getting too out of hand. Or Shadow can make it an 8-5. So Shadow taking the last 2 in order to secure that victory. And but this has been a great set so far, and I'm really impressed with both players. Not a whole lot of mistakes between them. Right, okay, looks like we got some key doors. Interesting. You could potentially offer the lead. It's going to be interesting to see if those key doors actually come into play or if they're just bait. Okay, so that one looks like a required door. That is going to get Beuca the checkpoint. Okay, he went into the pipe. I'm guessing he was just holding right, which, you know, we've all done it. So, oh, it looks like it's just the level backwards, so, although with a few changes. So, oh no, Beuca takes the dive. Beuca takes the dive, didn't catch the vine. Now Shadow potentially off to the huge lead. Assuming those key doors are not important. Well, Shadow taking his time, realizing he has a pretty decent lead, doesn't have to rush anything. Okay, and alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, that is the next checkpoint, so that okay. Got some on-off blocks. Which looks like Beuca taking another death, so that is going to put him even further behind. And that's the end, so Shadow takes the last one, takes the set 8-5 over Beuca. Really well played by both players. Outstanding play. In the end, Shadow just takes the last 3 and makes it an 8-5, but I think that you know, it was a lot closer than the score indicated, and I think that was true of most of the sets today. You know, it definitely seems worse than it is, but I think all of our competitors played really well today. But that is going to be the last one of the night, so not sure if we're going to get interviews. All right, looks like we do have Beuca in the call. So how you doing, Beuca?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. That was a great match. You played really well. Looks like we got Shadow in here too. Congratulations, Shadow. Well played.
Hello.
Yeah.
GG, Shadow.
Yeah, GG's. And GG's to both of you. That was really well. That one went back and forth. Wasn't sure how it was going to end. In the end, Shadow takes it. How do you feel right now, Shadow?
Pretty good, I guess. You know.
Yeah.
Considering I won.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You gotta take it where you can get it. So, so how did you each feel after that was so back and forth? You know, Shadow wins 2, Beuca wins 4, Shadow comes back, takes the lead again. Just completely a back and forth match. It was really impressive. How did you feel during that whole thing?
I was not counting the score at all.
Not counting the score.
I was counting the matches. I had like a tab open and I was just counting the matches.
Yeah, that's probably the smart play. You don't want to focus too much on that score because you got to play out each game no matter what. So
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah. So, yeah. How about that? How about that last one? How did you feel about that?
I was thinking to play the level because like you don't know if you actually need to go back. So I always like to go to the end and see if you actually need to go back.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what was over there by that initial on-off switch area. I guess it was a bonus.
Yeah, probably.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, yeah, that was really good. So, Beuca, were you keeping track of the score?
No, I was tunnel visioning. Until it was like I felt like there was a dozen. I was asking my chat through I was just chatting with them. I was like, "What are we at? What's going on?"
Yeah. No, I completely understand. I felt like you had some real momentum there after you came back and got the 4 wins.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. And then we got the pick a pipe, clear pipe.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I got unlucky there. There was like
Yeah.
a 33% chance whether
Yeah.
there's no
that
checkpoint
was.
either. So I was like, you choose the wrong one, you got to go all the way back. And it's like, oh boy.
When
Yeah,
I
that
got
was-
to that area, I kind of assumed that you went to the right, so I tried to go up. And then I was
Yeah.
close enough that I saw what you went in the second time, so I
Yeah.
needed to go down.
Hmm.
That was really just
That's what I was
unlucky
thinking.
for you.
Yeah, I was thinking about like, even though I died to like use the information of like your indicator to see whether you're going up or maybe to the right or down. That's what I was trying to use, but it was a little too late after I kept choosing the wrong pipe there. Yeah.
Yes. Well, yeah, that one was a bit unfortunate, but you both played a lot of Mario Maker, so you gotta expect that sort of thing every now and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So once again, really great job, both of you. Really looking forward to the rest of the season, and yeah, thanks for playing. Thanks for stopping by.
right.
That is going to be it for the Versus Mode League tonight. But don't forget to stick around. We got some more great speedrunning content coming up. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for listening. I really appreciate commentary. And my voice is dying. So
It's a lot of commentary. Yeah.
yes, yeah, it was a lot. So once again, thanks to everyone, and we will see you next week.
GG's, boys.
GG's.